Everyone, I'm Jason Logsdon, co-founder of the International Sous Vide Association.
And I'm Mike Lichardi, the other co founder of the International Sous Vide Association. As we all get ready for International Sous Vide Day, our favorite holiday of the year, Jason and I wanted to share some of our top food safety tips for getting the most out of your sous vide setup.
First, this kind of goes without saying, but it's important to follow basic hygiene practices. Wash your hands frequently, use clean cutting boards, surfaces, and containers, and do your best to avoid any cross contamination. Using sous vide doesn't mean you can ignore regular safety practices.
You should also wash all your produce thoroughly before prepping. We like a mixture of 5 milliliters of plain white vinegar per liter of water, which is about 0.5%. I keep a spray bottle by my sink ready to use at all times.
You always want to make sure that the food isn't held in the temperature danger zone for more than 2 hours. The zone depends on if you're a home cook or a professional chef following the health code, but is usually considered to be between 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 130 to 135 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 4 degrees Celsius to 54 or 57. This means don't leave ingredients out on the counter for extended periods of time, and always use quick chilling methods to cool products rapidly after cooking, such as using an ice bath or the step chilling method.
For professional chefs, we always recommend cooking animal proteins using a hypodermic temperature probe and foam tape. Not only does monitoring the temperature closely as the product cooks allow you to know once pasteurization has occurred, but you can track temperature changes through long cooks and take advantage of Delta cooking. Many of these benefits apply for home cooks as well, especially when it comes to shortening cooking times for tender cuts.
Lastly, sous vide pouches are meant for cooking immediately and not for refrigerated preservation of uncooked foods. The reduced oxygen environment is especially problematic for raw produce, poultry, or pork. The best practice is to vacuum seal and cook your food shortly after you get your product. You can chill and store it after cooking if needed. And for certain types of food, like chicken and ground meats, you want to always cook them to pasteurization. The time needed depends on the thickness of the food and the temperature you're using, but there are several good guides online out there to help you make the right decisions. This ensures that your food is safe and ready to eat at any time.
Thanks a lot to CREA for inviting us to share these food safety tips. It's always a great pleasure to be involved with the work they do and to come together and celebrate International Sous Vide Day together. Again, I'm Mike Lichardi, ISVA co-founder and CEO.
And I'm Jason Logsdon, president of the ISVA. Thanks so much for having us, and we'll see you next year.